Welcome everybody. Let's start in a seated pose today. So cross-legged, however feels comfortable for you. And you can rest your hands on your knees, lift the shoulders up and around the back. Give the head a little shake, side to side and up and down. So just see how everything feels today. You can let your right ear fall towards the right shoulder. Try and find a bit of length here on the left side. And bringing the head back to the center. And we just lower the left ear towards the left shoulder and the right shoulder. Pressing down, see if you can find a bit of space here on the right side. And bringing your head back to the center. You can let your eyes close down. Just take a few moments in stillness. Checking in with how you're breathing today. Following the air as it moves in and out through your nose. So starting to bring all your awareness onto your breath. And gradually increase the inhale and lengthen the exhale. Do come into a nice place of stillness, of quiet, of calm. And all together, let's take a deep breath in through the nose. Get to the top of the inhale and hold your breath there at the top. Then open your mouth and exhale, let it go. And again, breathing in. Get to the top of the inhale and holding your breath at the top. Just open your mouth and exhale, let it go. Last time like that, long breath in. Holding your breath at the top for a moment. And then open your mouth and exhale, let it go. And now inhale for the count of 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just hold at the top for a moment. And then exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding. And then exhaling for 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, repeating that again. Inhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding. And then exhaling for 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time like that. Inhale for 8. And of course you can adjust it to suit you. Holding at the top. And then exhaling for 4. This time, inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your breath at the top. Now try and exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4. Holding at the top. And then exhale for 8. Inhale for 4. Holding at the top. And then exhaling for 8. Long breath in. Hold the breath at the top. And now bring your chin to your throat. See if you can draw your pelvic floor muscles up. Draw your belly button up and back towards the spine and hold it there. Holding all the energy inside your body. And then lift the chin up and exhale, relax. Eyes still closed. Just notice how you feel now. And let the breath just flow through your whole body. And bringing your palms together. Rub the hands as fast as you can so you can create some heat in your hands. And then rest the hands over your closed eyes. Maybe you can feel the heat from your hands pouring into your eyes. Enjoy the dark space. What can you see behind your eyelids? And slowly start to wipe your eyes and your face awake. Welcome to your practice. So lift your knees up and then take your hands behind you. You take the feet as wide as the mat and just windscreen wipe the legs a little bit. Now see how the hips are doing there. Yeah. And then you can bring the soles of the feet together. Catch hold of your feet, a little Baddha Konasana. Push the sit bones down and the pelvis forwards as you lift up tall, and then just start to walk your hands forwards. Once you get into a place that's comfortable for you, let your eyes close, and then start to take some long, deep breaths. So we'll be here for around 4 breaths. Feel the inhalation and that expansion in your body. And as you exhale, see if there's more room to surrender into your hips, into your back. Long breath in. And a slow breath out. With every exhale, maybe the hands can creep a little bit further forwards. Just try and relax in this shape. The breath staying with you so that you can stay focused. So you can stay here. It's easy to kind of wander off within your head on some weird journey when we're in a pose that you're, within stillness for a little while. We'll see if the breath can be entertaining enough for you to stay here. Then walk the hands over to the right hand side. And bring your forehead down towards your right knee. It might not get all the way there, but try and squeeze your left sit bone down into the mat. And try and find that space all through your left side, your left shoulder blade. I like to kind of close the left shoulder off, so I'm dropping it down towards the floor, and then lift it back up again. So it's kind of moving into that left side, using movement to help you get into that left side. And then come back through center. Take your hands over to the other side. Maybe you can already feel something going on that left side. You reach the right hand as far over as feels good. And as you exhale, bring your forehead down towards your knee. And again, if it felt good on the other side, just sort of open and close this right shoulder. And moving your way into that right side. And then walking your hands back through center. And then coming all the way back up. Yes, take your hands behind you again. Lift your knees up. Take your feet again as wide as the mat and a windscreen wiper the legs. So maybe you're already feeling something there within the hips, so this movement just helping to release that. From here now, you can take both legs out to the front of the mat. And you're going to bend the right leg in, so the sole of the right foot comes to the inner thigh. I like to line up my left leg with the line of the mat, so I know I'm kind of in that 90-degree shape. And you push down to your fingertips, try and lift up nice and tall. And as you exhale, fold it forwards. So I'd like to offer you the option to put your right hand onto your knee and see if you can encourage the right knee down towards the floor. You can use your left hand to support you, or you can hold onto your foot. Yeah, see where you feel good to have it. Sometimes I like to take my left hand behind me, so I'm drawing my chest forwards as much as I can. If you feel like your belly is really far away from your thigh, then you can bend your knees, or bend that left knee so that you make the connection belly to the thigh. Put as much weight as you like down into your right hand, into that right knee. Long breath in. And long breath out. Try and find that nice long lower back. And of course you can come in and out of the pose as you like. So if it feels a little intense for you, come out for a moment. And then make your way back in. So take one more breath here. All right, lifting yourself back up. Now take your left hand inside your left leg and try and twist your chest towards the right side. You might like to lower your left elbow to the floor. You could also put a block underneath your forearm. And we'll take the right arm up and over your head. Try and reach for your left toes. You might not get there yet. Maybe sometimes you can get there, but today you're not quite ready yet. Yeah, so just see what feels good for you. Try and open up the right chest, the right rib cage towards the right side. And as an option, you can bring your left hand onto your right knee. See if that helps you to twist a little bit more. Wherever you are, a few more breaths. Find that extension, find that release. And release and make your way back up. Good guys, so just take the hands behind you so you can lift your right knee up. And we'll extend the right leg out, shake out the right leg, see if you need to. And then we'll bring your left foot to your inner right thigh. Have your leg again in line with the edge of the mat so you can kind of work out where it's in alignment. Then push down to your fingers, see if you can lift up tall. And then exhale, fall forward. So your left hand can go onto your left knee. You can keep your right hand behind you, drawing your chest forwards. You could be resting on your right hand. And see what feels good. We're aiming to get the chest square over this right leg here. If you've lost the connection of belly to thigh, then bend the knee so you can keep the belly on the thigh there. And then breath. Yeah, so long breaths in, long breaths out. Maybe this side is super stiff. See how it feels. Once you get into a pose, that doesn't have to be the end of it. There's lots of places to go within the pose. Yeah, so don't be scared to kind of move around within the shape to see what else you can find. We'll take one more breath. Good, and then slowly come back up. Now take your right hand inside your right leg. You can put your elbow down onto the mat or just keep it lifted. Left arm goes up to the sky. And it's just the beginning, so be careful here. Take your left arm up and over your head. How is that feeling then? Yeah, maybe your toes are far away today. Doesn't matter, as long as you can feel the stretch through the left side. Can you open up your left rib cage, your left armpit to the sky? You relax your head if you're feeling tension in your neck. As an option, you can take your right hand onto your left leg and then see if that will help you to get a little bit lower into the twist. If you can catch hold of the feet, try and pull onto the feet to help you wrap yourself through. The foot, sorry, not the feet. Breathing in. Relax the head if there's tension in your neck. Breathing out to twist. Looking for space, searching for space. Like I said earlier, within each pose, you can move and explore. Good, and release. Make your way back up. Good, we'll take the left leg out. Give that a nice little shake out. And have your hands on the floor, fingertips pushing down. Lift yourself up nice and tall. And then exhale and fold it forwards. So again, bend those knees if you can't connect your belly to your thighs. Inhale, draw the chest forwards. Exhale and fold it forwards. So maybe this pose is getting somewhere for you. Maybe you're feeling your legs are strong and straight. So then you could push down through the heels, through the calves, and through the backs of the legs. You might like to take the hands behind you. That always helps me. And then think about drawing your shoulder blades back, squeezing them towards each other. And then once you get to a certain place, you can feel the hamstrings stretching, maybe a little bit of space in your back as well. And focus on your breath. And again, like I said earlier, just moving within the pose. The breath will naturally move you. If there's any other little movements or little sensations you want to explore, go for it. Take one more breath. Lovely, releasing, making your way back up. You can use your hands to lift you back up. We'll do a counter pose for that now. So if you bend your knees, have your feet flat onto the floor. Hands go behind you, fingers towards your bum. And then just push through your feet and lift your hips up. Squeeze your shoulder blades towards each other. Long breath in. Long breath out. Try and push the hips up. Good. Lower the hips down onto the mat. Release the hands. And we're going to come back into that Baddha Konasana. So soles of the feet together. Have your heels nice and close to your bum. Catch hold of your feet. Inhale, lift up nice and tall. And as you exhale again, fold it forward. So how does that feel now? Hopefully there's a little bit more space. It's nice if you kind of use the fingertips like tents. And then you can walk the hands forwards, try and straighten into your arms, try and get a bit more space in your back. Take one more breath. Hopefully enjoying a bit more space there now. We'll walk the hands over to the right side. Go again as far over as you can. Take a breath in, lift the head, chest up. And as you breathe out, lower the head down towards the knee. Now bring your right hand close to your right hip, fingers facing away from the knee. And then take your left arm up and over your head and try and twist the chest towards the sky here. Push your right hand to lift yourself all the way up to seated. And then take your left hand, just in line with your left hip. Right arm comes up and over your head, and feel that stretch now through the right side. Bringing your right hand down to your either side of the front knee now, and bring your forehead down towards the knee. And see how that space is there. And then walk your hands all the way back to the center. Reach your fingers as far away as you can. Let's go back on ourselves. Walk the hands all the way over to the left side. Forehead down towards the knee. Press through the fingertips. Don't let your right sit bone lift up. Bring your left hand on the floor, just in line with your left hip. Fingers facing away. And then take your right arm up and over your head. Try and twist the right rib cage towards the sky. Get all that space down your back. Push through the left hand, come up to standing. Oh, sitting, sorry. And right hand onto the floor. And left arm up and over your head. Reach, reach, reach. Bringing the left hand down, just in front of that right knee. And then inhale, lift the head, chest up. Exhale, bring the forehead down towards the knee. And then walk your hands all the way back through center. One more breath here, inhale. And exhale. Good. Carefully start to walk your way back up. Now we've got the feet together here. You're going to stay there with the knees open. Counter pose all of that. Take the hands behind you. Squeeze your shoulders back. Lift the chest up. And then see if you can lift your hips up here. Breath in. And then breath out. Sit the hips down onto the mat. Okay, so you've already got the hands here to support you. So you can lift your knees up, and like we did earlier, feet either side of the mat, windscreen wiper the legs. Good, hopefully there's a little bit more mobility coming. Okay, let's just cross the legs and come into a child's pose. You could take the legs to the side as well. Have your knees together, feet together, and then relax over the legs, forehead down into the mat. Enjoy your child's pose. Let your elbows rest on the floor. Let your back melt over your legs. You could even take your hands back towards your feet. And then let the shoulders wrap around the knees, the thighs. Once you're in a place that feels nice, just let your breath flow. If it's too much with the hands by your feet, you can just have the arms out in front. Let the breath entertain you there. So as you inhale, you'll feel the belly inflate over the thighs. And as you exhale, maybe you can draw the belly away from the thighs. You can visualize the breath like a mist. And then visualize it flowing through your nostrils into your body. And maybe you can just tune in to the sensation of the breath flowing in through the nostrils. Yeah, maybe that's enough to keep you here. And take one more breath. Now taking your arms all the way back out to the front of the mat. Come up onto all fours, and we're just getting to some cat-cows. So you let your belly sink down and lift the head, chest up. And as you exhale, round into the back, chin to chest. Keep going in your own time. Okay, so the breath in to lower belly down, and the breath out to round into the back. So you can go for it here in your own time, using the breath to help you flow through your spine. Finding that mobility, finding a little bit of heat maybe, a little bit of energy. Notice the hamstrings stretch as the tailbone goes up, and the hamstrings engage as you tuck the tail. Last time. And then come back to neutral, and I want you to just tuck your toes under. I know this can be a little bit tender for some of us, but have your toes tucked under, and then just push your hips into your heels, and then relax over your legs, forehead down into the mat. Okay, so starting to wake up the toes a little bit. Feel the toes stretch. Feel the pads of the feet, the arches of the feet, the weight of the hips helping you just to sink into your heels. Let your elbows rest on the floor. Just make sure that there's not tension in your neck. Take one more breath. And from here, walk your hands back to your knees. And fingertips are supporting you here at the front. And then you can just lift your knees up, and we'll start to squeeze the heels down towards the floor and just rock forwards and back. So a little bit of a toe stand. Feeling the arches of the feet, massaging the whole sole of each foot. It's like the sole of the foot is the map of your inner body. And so imagine as you massage your feet, you might be massaging your kidneys, massaging your heart. I know feet can be a little bit stiff, so this can that sensation can take over this moment a little bit. But see what you can do. See if you can find a little bit of fluidity in your feet. Okay, and then we can lower the knees to the floor. Come back onto all fours. Keep your toes tucked a moment. Let your belly sink and lift the head, chest up. And then keep pushing through your toes. Lift your hips up into a down dog and just wiggle your hips from side to side, or swivel rather than wiggle. Squeeze the heels down. You can relax your head. So they call this a resting pose because your head is below your heart. Let's enjoy swiveling the hips from side to side. Now just bring your right knee to your right wrist and your right shin onto the floor. We're going to stay here like this with the back toes tucked under. Come onto your fingertips and then see if you can lift your chest forwards. Now you might want to stay here, or you can bring the right hand up onto your right hip and then maybe the left hand onto your left hip. If all feels well, you can lift your arms up to the sky. And so it's a little bit of a balance, feeling the stretch through the front of the left thigh, left hip, and that strengthening in your right leg. One more breath. If you fall, use your hands to catch you, and then bring your hands down. Now after all that hard work, you can slide your left leg all the way back, come into a pigeon. Walk your hands forwards. If you like, make little tents with your fingers so you can keep your elbows off the floor and get a really nice long extension through your back. Add a little bit of weight into the top of your left foot, top of your left leg, and try and squeeze your right hip back. As you get comfortable, you can lower your elbows to the floor, let your head relax, and then let your breath flow. 4 slow breaths. You could use that for your Ujjayi breathing if that helps you to hear your breath a little bit louder. And try and focus on the exhale, especially that exhale where you can try and relax into the shape. A little moment to surrender. One more breath. Good. And then walk your way up. It's going to fall onto the right hip or right leg. Swing your left leg all the way over and just hook it over your right knee. Put the sole of the foot flat on the floor and then move your right foot over so you can sit both hip bones down into the mat. Take your right arm around the left leg and then your left fingertips behind you into a twist. So see if you can kind of detox your way through this twist. Breath in, feeling that expansion in your belly. And breath out, drawing everything back like you're wringing out a dishcloth. Let your left ear fall towards the left shoulder. If you're finding there's a bit of tension there on the right side, that might help you just to remember to relax. Or maybe it adds more tension, so just let it go if so. One more breath. Good. All right, swing back through the center. Now we've already got the legs set up. You could stay here, fingertips on the floor, lift up tall and bring your chin over your knee. Or you could take it a little bit further and wrap your left foot to the outer right leg. Now, for me to get into this a little bit easier, and this might help you as well, you can rock up onto your hands, try and wiggle your knees a little bit more on top of each other, and then sit back down. So we're there into shape. Otherwise, foot flat on the floor is totally fine. Now use your thumbs, you can massage the arches of your feet. You can massage the pads of the feet, the heels of the foot, each foot. And then if everything feels comfortable, inhale, lift yourself up. And then exhale, bring your chin over your knee. Yeah, and you can do that with the foot flat. If it feels better, you can take your arms out to the front now and then start to push your hips back into the mat. Try and relax deep into your hips here. Take one more breath. Well done. Okay, we can start to walk the hands back towards the knees. Lift yourself right back up. And then just release the legs. Oh, give them a little shake. And if you like we have been doing, take the hands behind you, feet as wide as the mat, windscreen wiper the legs. What's going on with your legs? How's it feeling? How's your back? How's your hips? Check in. We'll come back onto all fours. Crossing the legs, you can take the hands down and the feet back, or you can take the legs to the side. And then let your belly sink, so you can lift your head, chest up, and try and maintain that shape as you tuck your toes and lift your hips up into your little down dog. And you can have the knees bent and then start to swivel the hips from side to side again. So hopefully this time, finding a little bit more space again. And we bring your left knee to your left wrist. your left shin onto the mat, so know that this is going to be your base. Have your back toes tucked under. Come up onto your fingertips and then lift your chest up. So you're welcome to stay here and try and drag your right foot towards your left foot. If you feel like you've got balance and some strength, take your hands to your hips. And then if all feels well, lift your arms up. Okay, notice where you have to hold on to. Or where do you have to relax into to be here? Take one more breath, finding that strength. And then lower the hands down. Good. And then you can extend your right leg all the way back, come into your pigeon on this side. You're going to have your hands like tents again, walk them forwards, keep your elbows up off the floor for a moment. You can work on getting that extra stretch. And then for the next 4 breaths, you can let your elbows rest on the floor and let your forehead rest on the floor, but maybe be active through the right legs, just like that right hip's trying to draw towards your left foot. Two more breaths here. And it's the same thing here in pigeon. You know, you never want to get into a pose and feel like that's it, you're just sort of stuck there. Use the breath to create movement within the shape, to explore the shape. One more breath. And then we'll walk the hands back to the knees. Lifting your chest up, and you can fall onto the left side. And then you're going to swing your right leg and pop that right foot over the left leg. You're going to move your left foot out the way so you've got a bit more space for your hip. Squeeze that right hip down. Okay, take your left arm over your right knee and then right fingertips behind you. Twisting now towards the right side. Can you draw both shoulders down the back? Keep your head in line with the spine so you're not overstretching your neck. And then get that lovely digestive twist and stretch. Inhaling, body expanding. Exhale if you like, right ear towards right shoulder. Let's see if that helps you to release any tension. If it adds to it, just avoid it. Take one more breath. And then if you've lowered the right ear to the shoulder, you can lift your head up and then come back through center. So if you had your foot flat on the other side, you probably want to stay here. That side, this side, push down to your fingertips and then bring your chin over your knee. So this is a nice place for you to be. Otherwise, you can come up and then take your left foot outside of your right foot outside of your left leg. And again, like you did earlier, if this helped you on the other side, you can come forwards and wiggle those knees on top of each other properly. And then sit back into your heels. So it's nice here, you can use your thumbs just to massage the arches of the feet. Massage the pads of the feet. Imagine you could be massaging your heart, massaging your kidneys. Doing your own little reflexology massage. Just cover the whole foot so you hopefully cover all bases. And then once you're ready, inhale, lift up tall, and then exhale and fold it forwards. So even if you've got your foot flat, you could have been massaging the other foot. If you're happy with the hands here, you can keep them here, but if you take your hands out front, that can help push your hips back into your heels a bit. The eyes closed. Let yourself relax into the hips. Long breaths in and out. Maybe every exhale you manage to find a little bit more space. Yes. All right, guys, lovely. Slowly start to make your way back up. Creak your way back up, maybe. Take your hands behind you. You can uncross your legs. And then again, feet to the outer edges of the mat. Windscreen right to the legs. Hopefully there's loads more space there now. Okay, from there, bring both feet flat and we'll scoot forwards towards the top end of your mat. And then you can start to lower down onto your back. Once you get there, you can take your arms up and over your head and bring the soles of the feet together, knees open. And push your feet together, your heels together, big toes together, and try and lift your hips up to the sky. Now, as you lower your spine down, think about moving the tailbone closer to the feet as you lower the spine down. And then let the knees open to their fullest. And take a moment, breathe into the belly, into the rib cage, into the chest. And let's open your mouth and exhale, let it go. And again, breath in, belly, rib cage, chest expands. And open mouth and exhale, let it go. One more time, long breath in. And open mouth and exhale, let it go. Just breathe normally, naturally. Let everything relax for a moment. We're winding ourselves down through the last few poses. So we're going to come into a twist and then do some work for our shoulders, our upper back. So if we bring your knees in together, it's one of my favorite little things to do at the moment. And then we'll let both knees fall to the right side. Have your knees quite close to your chest. Take your arms out to like a crucifix position. Then squeeze your left knee on top of your right knee. Find that space there. Now can you feel your left hand, the back of the hand on the floor? Press down into the back of the hand. Press down through the whole of your left arm. Now slowly start to draw a semicircle with your left hand so that the arm comes all the way up above your head. Try and keep the back of the hand on the floor for as long as you can. And then at some point, roll onto your right shoulder and bring your left hand on top of your right hand. So you're rolling onto that right shoulder and coming in almost like into a fetal shape. And then draw a semicircle all the way back so your fingertips can brush the floor. And then at what point can you turn the palm of the hand up to the sky and bring your arm all the way back over to the left side. Okay, now explore that little semicircle for yourself a few more times. Feel the back of the hand on the floor for as long as you can. And then roll onto your right shoulder. Bring your left hand on top of your right. A few more of them. Looking for how much more space you can find. How far away can you reach the arm? Good. The next time your left arm goes out towards the left side, bring both knees into the chest, and then we can let them fall to the left side. Now, can you feel the back of your right hand on the floor? Your palm is faced up. You've got this big twist, so breathe in. And as you breathe out, slide the right arm up and over your head. Try and keep the back of the hand on the floor for as long as you can. And then you've got to roll up onto your left shoulder, bringing your fingertips onto the floor. Right hand on top of left. And then take it back. Visualize the semicircle that you're creating. Visualize how the back lands on the floor and how it rolls off the floor. Imagine all the muscles that are enjoying this. You can make it as intense or as soft as you like. Next time you take your arm out towards the right side, try and reach the right fingers away. And then bring both knees back into your chest. You'll take your hands onto the knees. Keep your knees glued together and draw a circle with both knees. A way to massage your lower back. So make this be about that massage. You can feel the weight transfer all around the sacrum, around the lower back. Maybe we're getting into some organs there as well. And then take the circle the other way. You can have your eyes closed for this. We check in. And then, as always, after that, taking the knees away from each other, around in a circle and back to the center. Again, you can have your eyes closed and notice the massage. Notice the mobility in your hips. How does the inner thighs feel? You try taking the circle the other way. Let the arms do a lot of the work here, guiding the legs. Now if you take the legs up to the sky, you can have your arms up and over your head and just let the legs hang there for a moment. How much can you flatten the lower back down into the mat? You start to point and flex through the feet, drawing nice little circles with the ankles. Taking the circle the other way. And giving the legs a nice little shake out. Good. All right, so bend in your knees. You can bring the soles of the feet together again if you like. And maybe that's a nice place for you to be in stillness for a moment. Or maybe you extend your legs out to the corners of the mat. You can have your arms up and over your head or down by your side. Yeah. Whatever you choose, just let the whole back of your body relax. Eyes closed, jaw relaxed. Take a moment. Notice how you feel. All together, we'll take a breath in through the nose. Let's open your mouth and exhale, let it go. As we did at the beginning, inhale for the count of 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just holding at the top. And exhaling for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling for 8. Holding at the top. And exhaling for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 8. Holding at the top. And exhaling for 4. Inhaling for 8. Pausing at the top. Exhaling for 4. Inhale for 4. Hold at the top. Exhale for 8. Inhale for 4. Pausing at the top. Exhaling for 8. Inhaling for 4. Pausing at the top. And exhaling for 8. Breathe in, get to the very top of the inhale, hold your breath at the top. This time we'll just open the mouth and exhale, let it go. Let's breathe normally, naturally. Allow your jaw to relax, allow your hips to relax. What parts of the back of the body can you feel resting on the mat? Take your awareness to your right foot. Notice the right toes, the pad of the foot, the arch of the foot, the heel of the foot. Feel your right ankle, calf, and your shin. Notice your right kneecap, the top of your right leg, your right hip bone. Notice your left foot. Notice the toes, the arch of the foot, pad of the foot, the heel of the foot, the left ankle, calf and shin. Just take your awareness to your left knee, the top of your left leg, and your left hip bone. Feel your belly rise and fall as you breathe. Notice your pelvis, your pubic bone, and your tailbone. Travel from the tailbone all the way up the spine to the back of the head. And bring your awareness to your rib cage. Visualize the intercostal muscles in between each rib. As we breathe, making them stronger so that they can be of use to the lungs whenever the lungs need a help. Notice your shoulder blades, your right arm, right elbow, right hand. Feel the back of the right hand, the palm of the hand, the thumb and the fingers. Take your awareness to your left arm, left elbow. Feel the back of the left hand, palm of the hand, the thumb and all the fingers. Notice your neck and your throat. Feel the back of the head. Let your jaw relax. Notice yourself listening, the sound traveling in through your ears into your head. Notice yourself breathing, the air traveling in through your nostrils, down the back of the throat and into the top of your chest. Allow your mouth to relax, your tongue. Relax your eyes, relax your face. Just feel your whole body relaxed. Feel your whole body relaxed. Feel your whole body relaxed. See if you can be in this place for a few moments. Whole body relaxed. Maybe you could continue your Shavasana for a little bit longer. So if you have the time and you feel like it would be beneficial for you, then just ignore me. Otherwise, breathing a little bit deeper, you'll start to move your fingers and move your toes. Just stretch your arms out, stretch your legs out, do a full body stretch. Then roll over to the right hand side in a fetal shape. Keeping your eyes closed, come up to seated to face the front. Sit in any shape that feels good for you. And like we did at the very beginning, you can drop one ear to the shoulder, pick it up, and then drop the other ear to the shoulder. Just loosening out any last bits of tension you might have there. And when you're ready, palms together, thumbs into your chest bone. In gratitude to the practice. In gratitude to all the teachers before me. And in gratitude to you guys for being there today. Breath in. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Namaste, have a beautiful rest of your day. Take your time. As always, let me know if you need anything at all. Hope you feel well.